Hey, this is episode number 23, and admittedly, there has been a prolonged interval between this and the last episode. Sorry to make you wait so long. Life gets in the way, even in the way of a podcast. As you know, the name of our podcast is 1 + 1 makes 2, and we are grateful for all the listeners who are with us now, as well as our luscious lady guest, Mother Nature.
Sorry, Bobby, baby. Flattery only works on my offspring like humans, apes, chimpanzees, and some others, but recall, I'm unaffected by flattery. However, I am affected by outside forces such as my daddy/mother, the sun, and the behavior of some of my offspring. For instance, beavers might affect me by building a dam, and worms are always burrowing their way inside of me, refreshing my skin. And we mustn't forget humans who cause climate change, which therefore causes droughts, fires, and hotter weather, which ultimately alters my skin and the air above. And as for the inside forces that affect me, my innards, that is, my tectonic plates, they're constantly shifting around, making for a little rumbling and grumbling inside, which will lead to some earthquakes, which affects my inside and outside too.
Thank you, Mother Nature. What I said was not intentional flattery. I was simply describing your physique.
Oh, well, then it's okay. Never mind.
Good then, Mother Nature. Thank you. Now let's discuss for a moment the topic of our last episode, episode 22, in which we discussed our life before birth and after we die. Well, we have received a few comments thanking us for a down-to-earth as opposed to a heavenly existence following our death. Well, such is the power of common sense, which arises from reality. Several listeners asked that I repeat the human condition during the infinite intervals, that which is prior to birth and that which follows our death. Yes, they are both extremely infinite. Well, first, let me state, just because some humans imagine that there is life after death and are demanding in a variety of ways that it is reality, does not necessarily verify its existence. As is stated in the Bible, in the book Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 7, and the dust returns to the earth as it was. This dust is what we were formed from, leading to our birth. And this dust is also that of our decomposed body after we die. The composition of all this dust is identical. We wish to offend no one and no religion. Just remember, religion preceded science. Religion was invented to explain the unknown. Science was invented to describe the unknown in realistic units, measurements, terms, science confirming reality by observations and experiments. No hocus pocus as contained in religions. Hence, science is extremely adept at explaining what was previously unknown. Religion has no proof of the unknown. Therefore, religions make little known regarding reality concerning the universe and the eons prior to birth and after death. Science, once again, reveals, gives proof, which makes the unknown become known. Religion, unfortunately, was invented way before science, without the instruments, tools, units, and measurements required to learn, to observe, required to deduce reality. Religion, unfortunately, was invented when people were just hoping and guessing. Therefore, it has no proof of replacing the unknown with what is known as reality. Please don't take this personally. If religion makes your life better, be religious. I'm just describing what common sense and reality makes clear to anyone willing to look.
My Bobby, baby, you're sounding mighty serious.
Yes, Mother Nature, we're talking about infinite time prior to your birth. Well, not yours, but mine and humans. And infinite time following my death and everyone else's. Yeah, that's serious. Serious discussion.
Whatever, you humans have thousands of issues, and you haven't even begun talking about the issue for this episode, episode 23. You gonna make that happen sometime soon?
My, is that some impatience coming from our patient mother, Mother Nature, who took billions of years to make some of her offspring, such as humans, and going by all our issues, didn't do a very good job of making us?
Ooh, Bobby, you are walking on mighty thin ice, which might break through at any moment. You'd rather I air some contemptuous truths about things as they are? I'll begin with your last remark, which blames me for the negative issues over which you have complete control, but never use your greed, arrogance, apathy, hate, and destructive nature. None of these iniquities, vices, evil wrongdoings are required for a healthy life. Yet due to abhorrent parenting by most humans, none of these negatives can ever be eliminated. What is required is discipline, intelligence, determination, fairness, empathy, foresight, and that's not all. Listeners, due to your ineffectual moderator, Bob, we don't have time to discuss today's topic, freedom. Which now we must postpone till the next episode. Let's all make a wish that Bob conducts an intelligent conversation on freedom in the next episode, episode 24, and so that the studio manager, Mr. B. Apathy, does not start cussing about Bob overrunning his studio time and late payments. Perhaps Bob, at this time, can deliver a good laugh, since frankly, he already is one.
Gee, thanks, Mother Nature, for the contempt.
Contemptuous truth, Bob. You're plain lucky I'm here. Some jokes now, my dear little inept offspring.
You're making this so difficult for me.
You humans make everything difficult. The jokes or some wisdom now, Bob, if you have any.
Listeners, I apologize for this altercation.
Altercation's just one type of the thousands of human maladies. I would like to know, Bob, and you listeners, when and where does the buck stop? When is the chain broken? When will a family, community, country replace this overly populated world, as you call me, with a smaller population of quality humans? When will a smaller world population know how to attain the required balance with all other species and all my constituent forms and materials? I'll tell you, as I have so many times already, when you humans raise your children to be honest, giving, willing to share with their fellow creatures, willing to give back to me what I have given to all of you so you can survive, that is when the buck stops. Then and only then.
Okay. May your words hereby direct our behavior. We need you to remind us what we must do. Thank you, great mother. We are grateful, needing both your admonishments and, of course, your teaching.
The joke's now, Bob. Wisdom, whatever.
Here's some wisdom. If you step in a puddle, there is no point in blaming the puddle.
Well, that's nice, Bob. You're doing better already.
Thank you, Mother Nature. And the more you do, the more you'll be able to do.
My, you may be on a roll here now, Bobby.
Well, thank you again. And if you don't mind, Mother Nature, even the wisest men enjoy a little nonsense now and then.
True, Bob, but don't overdo it.
And well, thanks again, Mother Nature. At least I know this. A pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity. An optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty.
Oh, you're starting to restore my faith in mankind. A little bit.
Another thanks, Mother Nature. And I do know that to explain a pun to a kleptomaniac is scary because they take things literally.
Oh my, a bleak moment of cleverness.
Mother Nature, whatever, like positive support you can give me at this time would be greatly appreciated.
No promises, but I'll see what I can do, Bob.
Well, okay, and let me at least say this. I know that I have to be careful when I'm shopping for Velcro products because they tend to be total rip-offs.
Oh, good for you, Bob.
Well, listeners, in spite of Mother Nature's ridicule, I'm getting a little of my confidence back. So I'm just going to finish with this last observation I made recently. What cat species can jump higher than a 5-story building? All of them, because buildings can't jump. Thanks, listeners, and yes, we will discuss freedom in our next episode. Listeners, thank you for joining us. See you next time.